final this is not a game. When you play this card, you reveal your hand. 7, action or wild, out of the game. Everybody else draws 5.
This is gonna ruin friendships, relationships, families.
Yeah, that's pretty much Uno in a nutshell. I've been playing Uno for as long as I can remember. It started like it does for most people, at home, around a kitchen table, surrounded by family, where a simple card game somehow turns into a full-blown civil war. And at the center of it all, the iconic draw 4, my favorite move, my weapon of choice, and the reason you probably don't like me if you played me. But I never could have predicted that decades later, Uno would go from family night classic to full-blown Vegas spectacle. Or maybe I did. Yeah, let's check that out. You heard that right. Uno in Vegas. 2025, Tel launched something that sounds like it came straight out of my dreams. The Uno Social Club at the Palms Casino Resort. Not a store, not a pop-up, a literal suite dedicated to the world's best card game. Poker and spades fans, you heard me. Uno, come at me. Inside, neon lights, Uno-colored decor, themed furniture, a private bowling alley, and exclusive ways to play that you can't find anywhere else. They've got Uno Golf, Uno Teams, and my personal favorite, the savage new game variant called Uno Show 'em No Mercy. It's exactly what it sounds like. Draw 10s, stacked penalties, ruthless gameplay that makes the usual house rules look tame. It's brutal, it's brilliant, and most importantly, it's official. But this isn't just about one hotel suite. This is part of a much bigger shift because Uno is no longer just a card game. It's part of the culture. And to understand how we got here, from barbershop decks and the back of funeral parlors, to championship tournaments in the rejuvenile capital of the world, Las Vegas, we need to rewind. I was born in 1971 in Reading, Ohio. Merle Robbins, a barber, was tired of arguing over Crazy 8's rules with his family, so he did what any mad genius would do. He made up his own. He wrote the rules on custom cards, called it Uno, and started selling decks from the back of his barbershop like a hustler. Then, him and his wife, they mortgaged their house, printed 5,000 copies, and sold them out of the trunk of their car. And it paid off. By the late 1970s, Uno was spreading through the Midwest. Then, 1981, Robbins sold the right to a group led by Robert Tizak, who formed International Games, to mass market it, and his offices were behind his funeral parlor. That's when Uno exploded. It hit toy stores, spread nationally, and eventually landed in the hands of Mattel in 1992. Fast forward to today, and Uno is a global brand, available in over 80 countries and 18 languages. It's not just a bestseller, it's iconic, something almost every household has touched at some point in their lives. And somehow, it's still evolving. Variants like Uno Flip added double-sided cards. Uno All Wild threw out the rulebook and made every single card wild. Uno Dare brought party game energy. Stacko, Spin, H2O, they pushed the format into new territory. There's even Uno Ultimate for fans of superheroes and a game called Dos that, well, let's just say it exists. But let me pause here for a second, because if you're watching this, you're thinking, I know all the rules. I promise you, no you don't. Here's a fun fact most people get wrong. You can't stack 2s or draw 4s in the regular game. That thing where someone hits you with a draw 2 and then you throw one back to make the next player suffer even more? Yeah, that's a house rule. By the way, there's a variant called Uno House Rules. Tel has confirmed it multiple times on social, and every time they do, chaos ensues. But let's be honest, we're gonna keep stacking anyway. Now, while we're here, let me show you something.
Okay, let's start here. Here's giant Uno. Literally, each of these cards are like the size of a small book or something. And we go up here. This is regular old-fashioned Uno in the tin can. Over there, that's Uno Teams. So we're getting competitive team style. Go over there. That is my little favorite variant, Uno Flip. And that's finally getting beat by this one, Uno No Mercy. This is the one they use for the tournaments and stuff. Titian Uno. And then obviously here we have Dos. Did y'all even know there was a Dos? That's right, we got Uno Dos in this thing. And back there, we have Uno House Rules. Your house, your rules. A lot of y'all been playing Uno House Rules and didn't even realize it because you can't stack. That's a house rule. It's official. Okay, moving on over here. There's Uno All Wild. Literally nothing but wild cards in that bag. Nothing but wild cards in there. Uno Flex. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that one in over there. What do we got? And then coming down here, obviously, I have Uno Dare. And you see there? And then right under that, Uno Dare Adults Only. That's for Uno After Dark. Man, right next to Dos, we got Quattro. So, yeah, I pretty much have them all.
This is my personal Uno collection. I've got the classics: Flip, Uno Teams, Uno All Wild, Uno Dare, including the adults only version. There's Giant Uno, Uno Quattro, Uno House Rules, and yeah, even Dos. I've got collector's editions on pre-orders like the Basquiat deck, those clean minimalist designs that make you feel like you're playing in like an art gallery. Honestly, it's not.
My goodness, this is insane. Show no mercy, you're on.
And to my headquarters, my suite, that's out in Uno completely. My amazing view. I have downtown over there, and the best part, still Uno, waking up every morning.
It's not even a collection at this point. It's an obsession. And now, Uno is going live. November 2025, Uno Championship Series Vegas International kicks off with a $50,000 prize and a shot at becoming the first ever official Uno World's Champion.
first.
Invite only for now, but it signals something huge. Uno is entering the arena.
Okay, let's
Digital
go.
Uno is already a beast. The mobile app has tens of millions of downloads, long global tournaments, and even enough house rules to make your head spin. There's console play, online matchmaking, and even VR Uno on MetaQuest. We're not just playing for laughs anymore. People are training, competing, streaming, stacking draws with intention. This is what happens when nostalgia meets the experience economy. Mattel didn't just bring Uno to Vegas. They brought us to the table. Grown-up kids, content creators, nostalgia chasers. We don't just want to remember our favorite games. We want to live them. And that's why Uno Social Club works. It's not a gimmick. It's an immersive tribute to everything that makes Uno special. The unpredictability, the trash talk, the deep-seated belief that everyone else is cheating. But here's the twist. Uno is more than entertainment. It's being used in classrooms to teach numbers, in therapy sessions to build communication. There are decks for colorblind players, Braille editions for the visually impaired. There's even talk of augmented reality versions, smarter AI opponents, and maybe one day, a cinematic Uno universe, complete with a live action movie set in Atlanta's hip hop scene. I think it's being produced by Lil Yachty. So, where does that leave me? Right where I belong. Planning my trip to Vegas this summer to see the Uno Social Club in person, then heading back in November, camera in hand, documenting the tournament, meeting the competitors, and mentally preparing for my inevitable entry into the championship bracket. Because yeah, I'm not just a fan, I'm a future world champion. Now, draw 4, you loser.